Scanning for audio.
Welcome to the Tin Dog Podcast, number 112. In an attempt to get ahead of the game, I'm going to be talking about next month's DVD release, Masque of the Mandragora, or Masque of the Mandragora. Here's the trailer.
What is your name?
Doctor, please don't threaten me, Count. I've come here to help you.
How can you help me?
A wave of energy has been released. Mandragora energy. And I brought it here. It could do untold damage. I must take it back to the stars.
Things are bad, aren't they?
If Mandragora gained control, and man's ambition wouldn't stretch beyond the next meal.
The entire Earth. Mine.
It's begun. The brethren are driving people from the town.
Will be swept aside. Like the dirt that you are. As it was written, the power of Mandragora will flood the earth.
It's a Fourth Doctor story, broadcast in 1976. One of Elizabeth Sladen's last. So what's it basically about? Well, my reference material says, forced, off course, by the energy of the Helix, the TARDIS lands in 15th century Italy. The Doctor must defeat the Helix energy and the local court, who have plans of their own. Basically, it's set in the Renaissance, and was filmed, rather impressively, at Port Merion, a place renowned for being where the original Prisoner, was filmed. You all know what a huge Prisoner fan I am, so I really was looking forward to this particular story coming out. Some Doctor Who stories have not aged well, and others have. This one is an example, a very good example of one that truly has aged very, very well. Most of that has to do with the design department, and the fact that the BBC have always done costume drama and historical settings particularly well. This story is also worthy of note because it is the first time you ever see the secondary control room. It's the first major departure from the all-white surrounding we were so used to. It's glorious in its woodenness. The fact that there's a throwaway remark saying that it used to be the primary control room gave the most die-hard fans of us hope that one day we'd return to it. Also worthy of note is that the Doctor seems to know that Sarah Jane's been possessed, stroke hypnotised, only because the fact that she's actually curious about how, all of a sudden, she can speak the locals' languages. This does show Sarah up as being slightly thick. But don't hold that against her. As well as a new TARDIS interior, we have a new TARDIS exterior, or at least I believe this is the story where it came in. My notes are sketchy on such things. The TARDIS appears to be a slightly different blue and a slightly different shape, something new series fans are more than used to by now. It's an exceptionally good example of what most fans call pseudo-historicals, i.e. story with a historical setting, but with an alien protagonist. It still has the sci-fi elements. Alright, some of the effects look a little dated, and I was hoping that they'd been touched up electronically, but sadly no. The basic plot is split into two, defeating the monster and defeating the locals' Machiavellian machinations, all interwoven with some surprisingly good mask work. Of course, using Port Merion really helps with this, and there's a lovely documentary on the disc as part of the Now and Then series. Also on the disc is a very, very good commentary by Tom Baker, Gareth Armstrong, and Philip Hinchcliffe, and it's the first Chris Doyley John commentary to come out since his sad demise. Also on the disc is a rather in-depth making of Secrets of the Labyrinth, rather nicely shot again in Portmeirion. Bigger on the inside, a nice introduction for new fans about the designs and changes in design throughout the TARDIS's history. But best of all is the mock making of documentary Beneath the Masque. This is what buying Masque of the Mandragora is actually worth. You need to go out and buy this. Go to a friend's house, watch it on their player if they have a copy. It's absolutely hilarious. And I want to know where Gareth Roberts got his number 2 scarf from. I won't quote any gags here, I won't tell you what it's like, I won't tell you anything other than you must see this. It's hilarious. I will never watch Cathy come home in the same light again. Standard things like photo galleries and PDFs and are coming soon all go on to fill up this rather pleasant disc. And now, a Whostrology. The Whostrology reading for Andrew Clark, born on the 11th of September 1973, born in the time of the Third Doctor, with Smith in the Ascendant. Stories shown on your birthday. Born between seasons 10 and 11, The Green Death and The Time Warrior, and on the anniversary of the broadcast of Galaxy 4 Part 1 and Masque of the Mandragora Part 2. Your Whostrology. The loss of a friend will only leave you open to a new and even better friend. Blue crystals make a great wedding gift. There is a future in corn and a past in potatoes. It is a good day for a haircut, but a blind robot may annoy you when you meet a dull and beautiful set of women. Take this opportunity to remove your scarf, as you will feel the benefit. There may be 100 ways under a city. Choose yours with care. So until next time, be seeing you. You have been listening to the Tin Dog Podcast. Doctor Who and its associated shows are all trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Contact us at tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk.